Good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday morning. I am Reverend Valerie Austin, and this is Defragmenting Faith and Life. And every Thursday morning, we go live with a meditation. Today, I want to work on cultivating a sense of radiating warmth that we get to experience and share with others, love and self-acceptance. Now, I haven't released this week's lesson yet, and I apologize for that. I'm a little slow, and once I get better at being on a regular content creation schedule, I will let everyone know. But I'm trying to connect our meditations, our spiritual practices, all to that lesson. So since that hasn't dropped yet, and that should be fairly soon, um, since that hasn't dropped yet, I'll just share that part of that lesson is going to be talking about a difference in leadership and how when we are able to embrace warmth, love, and self-acceptance within ourselves, we can lead from spaces of humility and be able to cultivate self-reflection in a way that actually strengthens our leadership or whatever our role is in life. And so today I want to cultivate that. And just a reminder that these meditations serve very much as a practice, right? It's not one and done. It creates a template, a way of feeling and experiencing that we can drop into regularly, so it becomes more and more embodied on our in our daily lives. So just keep that in mind. We can, get very in touch with our heart and sink into that wonderful, loving space. But that doesn't mean we're going to go and never make mistakes throughout our daily life. That's why we return to the practice. So, with that being said, for today's meditation, I grabbed a candle, a drink, as always, and a dog. That's Chloe. And so I also have a blanket here. So we're going to get as cozy and comfortable as possible. And we are going to bring our attention to our heart. We're going to come into our heart, begin to breathe. Becoming aware of our body. Spending some time feeling grateful for our bodies. Feeling grateful for whatever coziness we can find, whether it's a blanket, an animal, whatever closeness and warmth. Begin to feel gratitude for these things. Breathe. Becoming more and more grateful in our heart. Noticing what that feels like. Feeling our bodies held up, the sturdy ground beneath us, feeling secure and safe. Breathe. Notice what it feels like to be supported. Becoming grateful for this support. Breathe. Now, from the space of feeling connected to your heart, feeling connected to gratitude for your physicality, security. I'd invite you to become the observer, imagining yourself gazing down at yourself, observing you in meditation. Breathe. Imagining a warmth, a love, an acceptance. As the observer, you gaze upon yourself in non-judgment and in compassion. Breathe. As the observer, you look at yourself and you see the ways that you struggle, and you accept in love and compassion. Holding this space for yourself to be able to just be and breathe. This observer self smiles warmly upon you. Breathe. How does it feel to receive this warmth and loving gaze and gentle smile upon yourself? Breathe in this love and acceptance. This observer self knows that you're trying and doing the best you know how to do. Allow any feelings that come up to just be allowed to surface and be present, and breathe into them, allowing your observer self to acknowledge them. Perhaps in the space when we're seeking to feel loved and accepted, there might be a sense of guilt that arises. Let it arise. Without judgment, let it be. So it can be processed and released. You're doing a really good job. Breathe. Now, as you imagine yourself as the observer, just begin to see yourself flooded with warm light, wrapped in a warm blanket. Sinking deeper into your heart, still aware of your observer self. Hold yourself here in this space of warmth and coziness. Breathe into that feeling and just enjoy, becoming more and more aware of this feeling of warmth, deep love, gratitude, acceptance. Breathe. Practice being present with this feeling. Practice allowing love and acceptance to flood through you. Breathe. Holding yourself in the space where you're observing yourself, receiving love and light, becoming more deeply aware of how it feels to be in your heart, what it feels like to allow yourself grace, and embody humility, the ability to embrace others in grace. Breathe. Now allow your observer self to come back into your body. Integrating that love, that non-judgment, that warmth and acceptance. Breathe all of that into your heart, allowing it to be more fully embedded in who you are and how you view yourself. Breathe. We're going to take 3 deep breaths into our heart. And on the 3rd exhale, we're going to release this practice in thanksgiving and gratitude. And opening our eyes, coming back into this space and time, feeling our body in the room, prepared to live in this space of warmth, love, and self-acceptance for the rest of the day. knowing that we can come back to this practice whenever we need. Today, our practice is a little bit shorter. I'm trying to make these a little more accessible to people who do not have necessarily the focus or the time for a little bit of those longer practices. So thank you for being with me today, and go in peace, my friends.